rounds on both Drew and Alacrity are going to be very comfy, and you're going to scale much harder because you've got a stream game.
And KYXY might actually find the fourth one. He's just running straight to it now. Skem will time walk forward, does get a bash onto KYXY. He will have a burst strike in just a second. Actually goes for it with that Sandstorm. It should be enough, but no. It will not be quite enough damage. Now Skem throws out the Chrono, but Hustler comes in. Now it looks like they might find RR once again on the Lich. They do take Drew's courier down, but will it cost them? Drew is not stopping the chase. He does jump forward and does find the kill. Now Play Hard and Yopaj will come in though, and they should find Nuts as a trade. Nuts really has no way out of this one, and he does cop the X-Torrent. Yopaj picking up another one for the team.
From Neon up top, they aren't smoking up though, but they might be able to find a nice set of kills here.
Chrono is going to be there on the laner, but Alacrity goes straight after RR as well. Now you have Nuts and Yopaj coming in. They'll find at least one on the Lich. Shadow Dance has been committed, but Alacrity is in a spot of bother. Nuts trying to steal the outpost while all this is happening. Alacrity being left alone, and the Jewel does come out from the Legion with the boat. It will be enough damage to kill off this Slark, and it looks like this Nature's Prophet is not going to be any luckier. He does get taken down by Skem.
Tate out as well. They send Skem down bot, get back to farming, apply some pressure onto Drew. And Drew, who came from a pretty good laning phase, is now 3 levels behind Skem.
Yeah, now they'll end up finding KYXY, who just stuck around up at that top lane, didn't really back off, and it does cost him his own life. They'll go for Play Hard in the mid lane though, and Alacrity will manage to pick that one up with the Dark Pact. And so with that, they'll transition into the mid-tier 1 tower. The Yopaj goes for the X. Torrent is there. He doesn't have the boat available right now, but they should have the damage with the Chain Frost, and they do. Alacrity, though, still moving forward, but that Chain Frost! Alacrity didn't have the Shadow Dance for another 3 seconds. He just didn't seem to know what to do about it. And so they overextend on RR. It cost them 2 for 1. A scam. Has Chrono up, wants to go after KYXY. Won't use it quite yet, though they find him with the Jewel anyway, so it's not really necessary. That will be a nice bit of Jewel damage going over the way of Rappy. And another kill for Neon.
These are right-click cores that just need a bit more to work with. They missed the pounce onto the Legion Commander as well.
Yeah, and in the process of that, they'll lose Nuts. He was just in the dire jungle, trying to get some wards up, trying to get some couriers, and unfortunately for him, it cost him his life once again. Instead, RR will start to force in that top tier 1 tower. Drew will be there, or excuse me, Skem will be there, and he has the Chrono available and does commit it immediately. Now Play Hard comes in for some follow-up damage, and they will get Nuts once again. Drew is a much harder target though, and Alacrity will come in, but there's the boat, and it does connect onto 2 with a double torrent from Play Hard, and that's going to be a big problem as they'll lose Alacrity, and it looks like they might lose Drew, though no. KYXY jumps in with the Burrow Strike with the Sandstorm. Where's the detection for this Sand King? They'll get the torrent off. Should have enough gold for the recipe too soon as well. Rappy though, getting controlled up down to the bot. Frost Shield will keep him pretty down healthy. Now X-Boat onto Hustler though. Epicenter is there from KYXY, but the Burrow Strike, it won't connect.
About any sort of repercussion.
Mid lane, they're going to try after Yopaj. He pops the drums and Rappy is there with the Jewel. KYXY just being left there alone. X onto Rappy. Yopaj, that wasn't the target. Easier, but he's just so darn tanky. They'll break the smoke. KYXY, he's going to blink in. With that though, Play Hard jumps in with the Burrow Strike, and now Epicenter not really doing that much to Yopaj. Laguna though will take down Play Hard, and RR's gone as well. But here comes the Jewel into the Chrono, into the boat. It's not going to be enough quite yet as KYXY disables them up. They go after the Void now. Drew's still Chain Frost is going to come out as well from the Lich. They're controlling up Skem. He's almost down, but no, he gets a time walk off just in time. Still though, falling solo and finally goes down. Rappy chasing after KYXY. He won't find the kill, and it looks like RR will finally find a team fight that'll go their way, as they'll ignore the Legion, and Alacrity will try to go after the supports. Rappy will come back and find Nuts on the Prophet. Now Yopaj and Rappy may just try to turn this around as RR has the gaze, and Alacrity will end up going down in the end, and now Hustle needs to get the hell out of there.
Oh my god.
And so Neon, it looks like, managed to pull off the teamfight victory anyway.
A reliable way to keep a Void down.
Wara, they're going to move up to the high ground, but the smoke has been broken. Burrow Strike will be straight on the Lich. They get one, they want more. Chrono isn't going to be available for 3 seconds, but it will be pretty darn soon. So Neon, they'll turn around. Jewel will be there on the Ursa. Do they have the damage though? There's the Chrono, but it's only found 2 in the back. Still Drew being controlled up, but he will go after Rappy. Almost takes down the Legion. Now Skem falling low, but they get KYXY on the Sand King, and now Drew being X'd up. He gets taken down by Yopaj. And with that, LSA does land on the Kunkka, but it doesn't really matter. Alacrity, he still wants to keep going after, play hard, but Skem is there and he's getting bashes left, right, and center. Hustler has been the only one left over. He's trying to run away, but it's almost guaranteed he'll just die. Jules is up, just wastes a bit more time, and Skem will find the kill. So another team fight that kind of looked like it was going to go RR's way, but doesn't really work out that way. Alacrity. But Neon looks to be like they want to try and fight this. Roshan is pretty low, but a nice LSA onto 2. Yopaj will scout this out, and now the Chain Frost going in. Nice stun from KYXY, but doesn't matter. They burst down RR on the Lich. Who else is going down? Hustler. He's falling quite low, but they want Nuts instead. In fact, Drew does go on the Ursa. KYXY, Epicenter, he's going to try and burrow in. That Roshan's so darn low, but he's actually not using the stun, and he goes down. Playhard just kills him off before he even burrow strikes in, and now Hustler's gone. Standing there. But with the Chrono up, there's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Skem's got a BKB up as well. It looks like RR won't even bother trying to contest this.
Yeah, it's just tough. They can't take these team fights, especially outside their base. I think they are starting to prep themselves for kind of the base fight. They have really good high ground hold with the Sand King. They've just kind of got to have the patience to hold out. It's hard to fight outside right now. They don't have the best vision. They've got very far forward wards that aren't watching their own side of the map, which is where Neon has been playing for quite a fair bit now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. You can
see KYXY trying to make sure that top lane never comes in. He will try and force a defense now from the side of Neon, but instead of playing that game, Neon have started pushing in the bot tier 3 tower. Rappy may get caught out. He's by himself right now. Alacrity will go for the pounce, but the BKB is forced. That was actually his 10-second charge being used from Rappy. Skem jumps in, finds a Chrono, but it's only on the Lina. He'll still find the kill and now turn around, go for the Ursa instead. He is dropping him quite fast, in fact, and they do find him anyway. And Alacrity trying to find play hard. Haste will be picked up by Skem. Hustler buys back on the Lina, but Skem is chasing him down, and it looks like he is going to indeed die back on the Lina. So another successful team fight going out for the side of Neon. RR just unable to find a decent response to all this. They'll lose their tier 2 tower now. The best they could do is try to force in that top lane, which is exactly what Nuts is doing. But it's not really going to be that much pressure, as it's only just a creep wave.
Yeah, this is going to be rough for RR. They do not have buyback on their Ursa. On top of their Lina, they're just dying back. So these objectives are just that much harder to serve. And once you lose this tier 3, your shrines are going to be up.
Skem, double Burrow Strike comes out from KYXY. Now they jump in. This could be a nice team fight, but the Jewel is there on KYXY. And there's just no support coming in. In fact, no, the Gaze, they found Alacrity as well. He does get the Shadow Dance off in time, though. But Nuts, he's been X'd up now by Yopaj. Cops a torrent, Skem's in there immediately, and he's dead. That mid-Rax going to be going down very easily. Neon, they may transition to the bot lane now as well, and that's exactly what they do. And for RR, I don't know if they have a way back in this game any longer.
It's going to be rough. Like, they've lost 2 sets of racks. They've lost the entirety of their outer map. They've got to somehow find the best fight they can hope for in the Roche Pit or in their next high ground, which is going to be a really tall order because they're riding mainly off the back of KYX right now. He's had some really good initiations, but there's only so much one Sand King can do. You really need your Ursa and Slurk to start picking up the pace here. And Alacrity certainly has, but with how far behind Drew is, he just doesn't do as much as you'd expect from a quarter or so.
They do go for the Roshan play, but play hard with the double barrow strike coming out. KYXY will follow up, and there's a double boat or double turret into the boat. They'll get Alacrity straight away. He'll buy back on the slug. This Ursa that just wants to get up, but play hard once again with the double barrow strike. And they are melting on the side of RR. Even the Chrono in the back once again onto Alacrity, and that's going to be a dieback on the slug. I believe this is all over, and there's the GG call being made by RR. Neon Esports showing up for this series against this Reality Rift side. Looking pretty darn powerful.
Oh yeah, they're hungry and they know it. RR